Okay, YouTube, this is Organized Preparedness coming at you with the second video here. This is going to be a comparison between the Pathfinder Canteen Kit that you see on the right here, and then the heavy cover Canteen Kit you see on the left. So let's get into it. First, starting with the Pathfinder Canteen Kit. These kits both have the same contents in terms of like what they do. This one has a little bit more, so it'll weigh a little bit more in terms of fire kit. This one doesn't have one, but this one weighs more just because it's made out of steel. This one's titanium, but we'll get into this one first. First off, the lid. It's like a Bakelite material, a good plastic, what do you call it, seam thing. This thing's, it works great. I was looking at Dave Canterbury's videos once, and he's like, yep, Bakelite, the same material here. That's what they used for making the lids of the World War II era canteens, and there's those lids are still operational. So these things are probably quite durable. I have no complaints. I've had this canteen kit for 3 years now, thereabouts. This one about a year now. Yep, that's the lid. This is a Top Gear Molly canteen cover here. I got it off eBay for maybe 15 bucks. It's pretty cheap, but I can't complain about the stitching or anything really. It's pretty nice, although there's not much room in these side pockets. Not enough to put a like a Altoids tin kit and have room for this. It's the canteen itself. So buyer beware. At least for Top Gear canteen cover or canteen covers. It'll happen. This is a true spec canteen cover, and it can fit one perfectly on both sides and not interfere with the in and out of the canteen itself. So let's get into it. This is the canteen. Sorry, one-handed here. This is the canteen itself. As you can see, I've used it several times. It's a project between Dave Canterbury's Pathfinder School and the Canteen Shop. Great company, no complaints. Very high, durable and hard. Yep, it's got a big lip. You gotta be aware of that. This is a surplus spoon, fork, and knife set, an army surplus. And you can take them out and rearrange them. These will run you about $3. So pretty cheap and durable. Beware of them rusting. I had a kit that rusted, and I had to end up trashing them. So beware of that. Get what you pay for, cheap. So this is a Pathfinder fish mouth spreaders. So these are specially designed. They kind of go out more and then come back. And this is great for attaching. And it won't loose. It won't loosen, and you just hang that over your fire. Put a stick through here, hang that over your fire. I've done it. It works. It's great. And then you can boil your water, of course. And alright, here's the lid and the stove. Stove fits right in there underneath, and then you've got this hinge mechanism, and then you lock it down right there, and you've got your canteen. Your canteen is very nice, very durable. I like the design. I appreciate Dave Canterbury using it. So because it's quite stable. You've got your base here. You can set down on the fire, and then this, if it tips over or whatnot, you've got this stick there, and it's much less prone to mishaps because of that. And this is a stove. Got a lot of ventilation on the top. Four of these, kind of just I guess keep your cup elevated. You can feed in the air. So thoughtful design there. And then you can feed in your wood here. I haven't used it very much for that purpose, although you can see I have. It's not as open as I'd like. It's kind of hard to fit wood in here when it's, I don't know. It's kind of hard, but it does work. And then put your canteen on there. And then last but not least, I got 2 more items in my canteen kit. I put my covers on the bottom. This is the Pathfinder Canteen cup lid. And you just put it on here. Yep. Put it on here. And tip it over if you want to, I guess this hole will allow it to leak out if you don't want some excess water. And then I've got a bandana at the bottom. So altogether, this kit weighs 2 pounds, 5.4, 5.5 ounces altogether, all this stuff. So it's quite heavy, and I guess it's not that bad, but when you fill this canteen with water, you know, you added an extra couple pounds, you know, so you got 2 pounds plus, you know, your starting out weight of about 2 pounds, so it's like 4 pounds. And you know, if you got that molly to, say, your backpack or you know, a belt or something, it can sag. It can do a lot of stress on your molly. So it's always great to lighten somehow. And I originally had this heavy cover. I originally got this heavy cover lid from, I guess, heavycover.com. I purchased it with one of these. It's a rubber one. It's a rubber lid. It'll fit on top here just fine. It's kind of like something for like the winter, say, and you know, hot chocolate or some drink you want to keep warm and insulated. You put it on top, and you press it around the lip of the canteen cover, and it won't fall off. Now obviously if it had a drink or something in here, it probably would, but you can shut this here, and it stops there. But yeah, that's an interesting one. I actually haven't used this yet, despite the fact I've actually owned this kit for 2-3 years. So yeah, but this one, this is nice. It fits on there. It weighs a lot though. It does. It's got some holes there for straining. So you kind of lift, kind of strain that way. I've used it that way many times, doing ramen noodles or whatnot, but in the end, it got beat. It weighs 4.1 ounces, and that's a lot for just a heavy cover lid. And that's in comparison to this. This is 2.1 ounces, so you pay, basically you're getting, you know, 2 ounces heavier just on your lid. So I ended up ditching this, although I still have it. And I keep this in my kit. So that is the Pathfinder kit that I've got. I've had it for several years now. It's worked great, no complaints. But honestly, the weight was what was the killer. So I upgraded about a year ago. I've had this about a year. I had some time to know a little bit about it. This all together, as I said, sorry I couldn't show you or demonstrate to you, or I didn't. I could have, but I didn't. That weighed 2.54 ounces, and this all together weighs 1 pound 12.4 ounces. And I've got a fire kit in here, so that's a little bit more. I've got some fuel tabs here, so I guess that's a little bit different from my previous kit. So it's got a little bit more. All the other items are redundant in terms of what I had in the other kit, and I'll show you right quick. So this is I guess the cover, true spec, as I previously stated. It's a great one. I like it a lot just because it's got enough room here and here on the pockets. So getting into it, got a titanium lid. Now this comes with the kit itself. This heavy cover titanium kit weighs not weighs, you can purchase it for about $165 or so. Extremely expensive, I understand. A lot of people don't have that in their budget, so I understand, but I just wanted to save on my weight. As I was saying, this is like a rock, and if you can free up your kit, it allows for more mobility, and you can start bringing other things besides just water or whatnot. So this is the lid. It comes with the kit, as I was saying. I ended up I didn't think this came with the kit itself. So when I purchased it, I purchased one of these along with it, and I ended up having two come. And I ended up getting a refund and whatnot. And the people over at Heavy Cover, they're great people. So yeah. So that's the canteen itself with the lid. Now it comes with a plastic one as well. However, the titanium one weighs less than the plastic one, oddly enough. So, but you do want to beware. I would not put this together over the fire. First of all, and sorry about the dog barking. First of all, it's like vacuumed in here. It's like a vacuum, and it'd probably explode under pressure. And then it's got one of these rings here, and that would melt. So just be aware. Don't just put it in the fire because it's metal. That would be bad. So yeah, that's I got an Amberlit stove, the Fire Ant version, the smaller one, and I've got a titanium spork and some fish mouth spreaders I got off Amazon. These ones are true fish mouth spreaders, and the reason why I went with these over the Pathfinder ones is because these Pathfinder ones, they're extra long, and that's kind of made for the wide lip of these. And if you want a comparison here, I can do a comparison. Both canteens have quite wide lips, but this one, the Pathfinder one, has significantly wider lips. I'm not sure exactly how long. I can do a measurement right quick here for you. Pull out my Leatherman here. Let's see. That's 5 inches, and then that's about 7 2/8. So it's about 2 inches exactly. 2 inch in diameter, maybe 1 3/4 diameter. I'm not sure if it's focusing in right. There we go. 1 3/4, and then about 2 inches. Sorry if my camera's not focusing in all that great. So this is wider. A wider one is nice. You get your bandana and you strain your water, and then you go and boil it. it just makes it a lot easier for the water to fill the jug or fill the canteen rather. So it takes a little bit longer, but no complaints. It feels pretty much just as fast. This has a lot less. It has a little less capacity. This is a heavy cover. Let's see. Yeah, it says 1.1 liters. And then this one, I'm not exactly sure, but I think, going from memory here, it's like 1.37 liters, something like that. So this is, and it looks bigger. I mean, it is. It's got more capacity. So moving on here, this is the heavy cover titanium cup, butterfly design. No complaints. Light as a feather. It's pretty cool to have something this light. Let's see here. That belongs to my Ember Lit fire ant. This is the lid. It weighs pretty much nothing. The reason I like this over this is that dip down here, and it just catches all the embers. I guess this does too. I guess I was thinking of this one. This one's flat, so that's a disadvantage of this heavy cover one. It's flat. It won't catch the embers. So if you're baking baking wood or something, bread. You want to put coals on top, just like you would a Dutch oven. You can put them on top and it'll catch them. And you can see I've done that. See the bluing and the titanium there, the heat of the coals. So yeah, it's pretty neat. So then I've got bandana, of course, for straining here. Or, a bandana is used for all sorts of things, but I generally clean up with it, or eat on top of it, or strain your water out, to catch the debris, and then you boil the water. So that's great. Okay, so the Ember Lit, this thing will fit, and it's all I took them out in advance because it's hard to film with just one hand, but this is generally in this steel nylon little bag, which is, by the way, not the best. It's getting ripped apart. It's probably seen better days. Well, it has seen better days. It's probably going to be retired soon, but I'll make it last as long as I can since it's thin and lightweight. But I fit this behind my canteen, and let me try that right quick. And it fits just fine. No big deals. No, it wants to always catch, it seems, but it's not as bad as other experiences I've had, like with this, and I guess a U.S. Marine Corps cover, a canteen cover. It was just really tight, because this is really wide. So I've had a really bad experience. This lip is really, I don't know, it's pretty salient. It gets in the way. So this isn't really all that bad compared to that previous experience. And there's enough room to fit this back here. And then I have enough room for both my spork and my fish mouth spreaders. I just fit back in there. So yeah. But anyway, getting on to, I guess, the contents outside of my canteen kit, which is in addition to this kit over here. This one, it has 8 Esbit tablets, and these burn smokeless, so they're great, and they can be put on the Ember Lit stove, and you can see the evidence of this. For me, it took maybe 1.5 to boil my water in this canteen. 1.5 Esbit tablets, and you can purchase a box of about a dozen of these at, I don't know exactly where you can buy them, but you can get them for about $7.50. So yeah, it's pretty expensive, so I don't usually use them all that often, but it's an interesting alternative method to cooking or boiling water or whatever you might be doing. So I put this on the top of my Emberlit fire ant. Now I'm not going to do a demo of that. There's plenty of YouTube videos on the Emberlit fire stove, but it's excellent. The reasons I love it so much is it's lightweight. You don't have to carry the fuel around with you. It also has a bit of versatility because you can bring along one of these cheap Changea stoves. And I call them cheap because they'll only run you about maybe $15. They last forever. They're kind of brass. They're made in Germany. I guess this is the snuffer outer, and then this carries the alcohol inside. And alcohol is cheap. You can get isopropyl alcohol, like 99%. A liter of it for, I mean, $1.50, if that, at say a Walmart, and you could use that as fuel, and that's a cheap way to go. Other than firewood, you break up your sticks, and because of the way it's made, I guess it burns very efficiently because all that heat's focused in on one area with all the walls surrounding the stove, and it just burns like a champ. No complaints. Highly recommended. But yeah, these are a pair of Amazon. I bought them from Amazon. Fish mouth spreaders. They fit on in here, and they fit better than the Pathfinder ones for my purposes. For this heavy cover one, canteen rather. Just 'cause I'm not exactly sure why, but well, I think it's because this right here is quite flat, and so it just fits in there and locks in, and it won't fall. But this one, I guess because it's not flat right there, it's bent. Kind of has trouble catching, and if it does catch, it just barely catches. It's not what you want for this canteen. It works great for this one. It'll catch, but I guess it's got this lip right under here. So it works great for that one, but not for this one. So I just go with the regular fish mouth spreaders for that. Let's see, anything else? I think that's it. This does fit in here, and this, by the way, it used to fit in there. It used to be part of my kit. It's just I guess some cotton balls and Vaseline inside a robust Altoids. I say Altoids because it's not. It's actually a cage. It's like a Faraday cage or something. I got it from CountyCom, and it's quite robust. I could sit on it and stomp on it, and it wouldn't like collapse or anything. It's so heavy duty, and that's one of the reasons I didn't put it in my kit, because it actually weighs a lot. But yeah, it's pretty much the size of an Altoids can. So I guess that's a comparison for y'all. I hope that helps inform you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.